Hello and thank you for joining us as we mark the beginning of a brand new chapter in our 10-year journey. I'd like to especially thank our amazing members and fans who've supported us through thick and thin. But more than that, I want to express my sincerest gratitude to the more than 250 Powtoonicorns, our awesome team who've been instrumental in getting us here. For those of you who don't know me already, my name is Ilyas Spitalnik, and I'm probably one of the luckiest people you're likely to meet. I'm the founder and CEO of the company you've come to love as Powtoon, the guys who bring a spark of awesomeness to your day. In the next few minutes, I'd like to introduce you to the single most significant change in our company's history. But to frame all of this, I'd love to give you a little bit of background on how Powtoon came to be. Not exactly in a physical sense, but more the idea of Powtoon. And I also want to share with you how 1 second can change your life. When I was young, I wanted to learn how to speed read. So one day, I bought a speed reading course. The instruction booklet said, forget everything you know about reading letters and words in sequence. Rather, look at the entire paragraph as an image. I was then instructed to turn the page over and observe this particular image for just 1 second. For you to really feel what I felt at the time, I'd really love you to do this exercise with me, if you don't mind, okay? Do you mind if we can just zoom out for a moment? Can you tell me when we're done? Please focus on the screen in the background just for a moment. I'm going to show you an image. In that 1 second, I grasped everything. It would have taken over 2 pages of text to describe that there's a plane on the tarmac, people are walking away from it, and everything that goes with it. What we just experienced visually would have taken 2 full pages of text. That second changed my life. That second sparked a lifelong obsession with the power of visual communication. And so, Powtoon was born. Today, every year, tens of millions of Powtoons are lovingly created. And we've learned so much from you and with you. In the process, you made Powtoon a much-loved brand, and I am eternally grateful for that. But given that it's a new world out there, your needs have changed, and we have to evolve to match those needs. We've come to realize that today our mission is so much bigger than Powtoon, much bigger than just allowing people to create videos. We want to really have an impact on the way that people engage with each other. This new mission requires a new home, where we can explore the future of human engagement. And so today, I'm way beyond excited to introduce you to our new corporate brand. Cue the video. 10 years. How the world has changed over the last decade.
When we founded Powtoon 10 years ago, we were on a mission to enable every person to become a creator in their own right. We wanted people to have the tools to better express their ideas, their knowledge, and themselves. And that's exactly what we did. Over 100 million Powtoons, awesome animated videos and presentations, have been created. Powtoon allows anyone to break through the noise and reach their audience no matter what language they speak or what culture they belong to. But while we were doing this, technology advanced beyond our wildest dreams, and we're now connected to tools, apps, and platforms that literally push the boundaries of human imagination. The irony is that in our hyper-connected digital world, we may actually feel more disconnected than ever. Why am I telling you this? Well, after a decade of helping people create truly impactful connections by breaking through the noise of everyday life and fostering common understanding, we realized that we have something unique to contribute to the world. Something that brings people closer and addresses the ever-widening gap in what we call human-to-human connections. This mission is so much bigger than Powtoon. This mission requires a bigger vessel, one that allows us to freely explore the future of human engagement and communication. So I am way beyond excited today to introduce you to our new corporate brand, Visual Native. At Visual Native, we let everyone create impactful human connections through the power of immersive visual experiences. We're doing this by harnessing the energy of visual engagement, which we have mastered over the last decade, to develop exciting new technologies, platforms, and tools that let people communicate in more meaningful ways, transcending barriers of age, of culture, of language, of geography, and of any device. Why is this so relevant today? Because in a visually dominant world, merely broadcasting information is not enough. We need to create visual experiences that make viewers pause, immerse themselves fully, and absorb the shared message. These experiences are what forge the bonds and human-to-human connections that we all see. This is our mission at Visual Native. It was 10 years in the making. We just didn't realize it. Welcome to Visual Native. We invite you to join our quest.
So now you know. Welcome to Visual Native. Visual Native is more than a brand. It's our vision and our commitment going forward. It signals that the Powtoon team has grown up. Visual Native is an innovation center dedicated to creating visual technologies that improve our ability to connect and to relate to each other. Look, in an era where tech breakthroughs are the norm, like DALL-E 2, Midjourney, and other generative AI systems, we will help you leverage these breakthroughs to keep pace and evolve the workplace experience. Our corporate clients are constantly asking us to help with their most burning workplace issues. Things like knowledge gaps and silos in their organization, employee retention, communication and alignment. All these problems require a solution, and these solutions require a home. That home is Visual Native, our new corporate brand, a research and development hub that will carry all our product brands within it. At this point, it's really important for me to mention that your beloved Powtoon is going nowhere. It will live on as one of Visual Native's brands. And we'll be making significant investment in AI and deep learning technologies to bring state-of-the-art solutions to millions of Powtoon users. If you can think it, you'll be able to make it. Okay, this much about Powtoon. Now, the thing that I'm most excited about. It's the first new Visual Native product. It's focused on helping companies unlock their most valuable asset, their collective knowledge. And we're building a platform to do just that. We're using visually immersive experiences to make the difference here. Please watch this space. I'll be speaking more about this shortly. Okay, given everything that you just heard, I would love to share our journey from Powtoon, the brand that we all love, to Visual Native, the brand that explores the future of human engagement powered by immersive visual experiences. In order to do that, I'd love to introduce you to one of the key players who's been instrumental in helping me build out the Visual Native mission and vision. To do that, let's go and join him in the conference room. Okay? Give me just a moment. Okay. So firstly, thank you for the coffee. Secondly, I'm now here with Len Wise, as we say in the biz, wise by name, wise by nature, Len Wise.
Pleasure.
Len is the former executive vice president of one of the largest branding agencies in the world, Publicis, and he has been instrumental in basically helping us on this entire journey from Powtoon to Visual Native. And what I'd like to do is I'd love to demystify for you what that meant and why we're branding, rebranding, up-branding right now. Over to you, Len.
Thanks, Ali. I think one of the most important things any new brand effort has is that we start with our customers. We listen to them and try to understand what their ever-changing needs are in this digital world. And so we did. They've been with us in many cases for the 10 years in our journey as Powtoon. And we went back to them to find out what their needs are moving forward. We discovered that although technology is helping everyone communicate, there's a sense of disconnection and disengagement that's proliferating through business today. And they're looking for answers. We felt through our history that we're very well positioned to help with our history in providing and creating the creator economy and helping inform businesses how to communicate and engage better. With that in mind, it informed our mission. Our mission was to better understand the needs that are driving business today. And frankly, it is about disconnection. How can we reconnect employees to their businesses and the customers they serve so they feel like they belong and actually...
Len always says, sorry to interrupt, but he always says to bring the humanity back into the business.
We call that humanizing the office.
We call that, well, Len calls that humanizing the office.
Which, I think everyone needs a big hug when we talk about trying to reconnect with their home, their workplace. And so it's...
Basically, the workplace is completely disconnected now. We have to shift away. We all know that we need to shift away from the paradigm of the office as being the home of the work. Let's call it process started 10 years ago, but through COVID, it basically became the norm, right? And now you are at best hybrid, but in many cases remote, and some people are in the office.
And you know what to say to that? Everyone's been leaning heavily on the reliance of technology to solve this distance from the office, this hybrid model.
Thank God for Zoom.
And yet, with that in mind, technology can't replace the human connection. In fact, as we work more and more with technology through Zoom, like you said, Ellie, people are feeling a little disconnected through the quality of engagement. Our job here is not to recreate what's actually truly the best connection, which is human to human, as we would call it, one-to-one, person-to-person, but at least to make that technology experience feel more humanized, feel more emotive, and you feel like you know who you're talking to over the screen.
Okay, so Len is talking all about brand, right? Me, I'm talking all about solutions, because at the end of the day, Visual Native is the home for many solutions that need to be employed in the new world. And as I mentioned earlier, basically in an era where technical breakthroughs are absolutely the norm, we have to, like a technical breakthrough, a solution does not make. So what you need to do is you need to grab different elements
understand the real problem inside of the, let's call it working environment, because our focus is very much on the workspace. It's not only on, enabling people to create videos, but it's also, to create solutions to real problems that are occurring in the world.
And to that point, that's what Visual Native is. Visual Native has been designed, it's been our mission to help both the problems of understanding the solutions technology will serve to help you perform, engage, and connect with your employees and business partners better, but also the human factor, how we can actually humanize that technology and solution that Ellie's well speaking of. And so Visual Native does both. It provides you the product solutions that we need today, and it helps humanize the engagement all along the way. This matters in today's world.
So is it fair for me to say that basically, if we're looking at Visual Native as, the mother brand, the solutions that we're looking to create all revolve around the field of engagement, of creating connection, and using visual experiences to do that. Is that like a good summary?
It's a great summary, Ellie. And I think, we speak about our own mantra. And that mantra is that we are exploring the future of human engagement. And as Ellie's referred to, through immersive visual experiences. This is the way to unlock the potential of a company's assets, be it people, knowledge, what have you. We need to help you experience an immersive one that drives better engagement. And this is the business for it.
Okay, why? Why visual experiences to unlock all of these things? Why are we going there?
Visual experiences actually help people understand and readily consume content faster than they've ever been able to before.
You know what I showed you just a few moments ago, when I showed you that plane, right? Within a second, you understand the workplace, and I'm speaking from experience here, is rife with misunderstandings and miscommunication.
Absolutely.
And we have, in our organization, we instituted something called visual baselining. That means that no meeting takes place unless there is a visual to accompany and to explain what is actually happening in that particular meeting. Okay. And that is the power, the simple power of visual communication that we want to make available to the workplace at large as such.
And to that point, what we're really saying as well, Ellie, is, hey guys, if you're immersed visually and you're consuming what's being shared by the company that you work for, or that information and knowledge you're sharing with peers, you really understand each other better, faster. You're building relationships through knowledge, and you're engaging in a way that lets everyone feel more connected. So the power of visual and this idea of engagement are really interwoven for each other. They're independent, and together they actually unlock the potential of your business.
So, okay, Len is talking a lot about it, connecting, right? This idea of connecting. But why? What do you need connection for? What is this connecting thing, right? So let me describe to you a specific problem that that our customers have come to us to solve, and that is really disrupting the way they work. It's related to onboarding a new person into their organization. And we know that onboarding basically sets the stage for where that, employee, that staff member, that person is going to go in the organization, because it really sets the scene. Now, one of the biggest problems they have is that they sit in meetings with essentially 10 people or 5 people or 3 people that they've never met. And having had no chance in an informal setting to bond, they have no real experience of these people. These people are basically what our clients have come to call this problem the gray avatar problem. They are essentially sitting in a meeting with gray avatars. One gray avatar, a second, and a third, right? They know nothing about them. They have no personal relationship with them. And if they're going to build that relationship, it's going to take time, because you know what? The Zoom meetings that they manage to have, the 1, 2, 3, 5 meetings, don't really give time for anything other than that. Now, what
we have instituted at our clients' sites is a thing called kickoff. Kickoffs are short videos. We're giving people a stage to be a superstar for a moment by presenting themselves in a kickoff video, in a Powtoon or in a kickoff video. And all of a sudden that creates a bond. It creates, common grounds. It creates understanding. It creates an openness. That has had a massive effect on onboarding people in the right way into an organization.
And to many points, like you're saying, Ali, this is about improving the employee journey from entering to being skilled, to understanding the business they're in, and working with each other.
Okay, perfect segue to my favorite project ever. Really. We're going to keep the name in stealth mode for now. But essentially what we're doing is we've come to understand, not from ourselves, but rather from our customers, that the biggest asset that needs to be unlocked, especially in a hybrid and in a remote environment, is the collective knowledge of an organization. And so the first project that we're working on under the Visual Native brand, it'll be released early next year, is a knowledge engagement platform, a place where everybody can easily contribute and easily find what they need. They can learn, they can contribute, basically share their winning information, like I've won this deal, or we've just opened this door to the organization, which contributes massively to creating a culture of success inside of an organization. Some people don't like that word culture of success, but it is, it is what it does, You need to share the successes of your organization in order for people who are remote, whether it be remote in a physical sense or remote to the strategy of the organization, to actually connect.
And that's what culture of success is when you share knowledge and engage that well. You are collectively building a culture of success.
Right. Then there was one more thing. We're not going to keep you for too long, but there was one more thing that I wanted to touch on with Len. Len speaks about, what a powerful brand must do, right? What does it take to build a powerful brand, right? And a visual native, it needs to, it has a big mission in the world. It needs to carry, and hopefully the name also conveys that to you. You are a visual native,
Absolutely. I think to that point, Elliot, it's a great point you bring up. The essence of the apparel brand is when it actually represents the total understanding and mission of what we're here to do, what our commitments are to our employees and customers.
So let me ramp this up for the moment. Now, before I completely sign off, two things. One is from my CMO. I don't want him to be upset at me. So even at the risk of sounding self-promotional, for all of you Powtoon fans out there, for all of us Powtoon fans out there, Black Friday is around the corner. Guys, grab it while you can. Number one.
Great offers.
Number two, we're building the most amazing knowledge engagement platform that any business must have if they are 70 employees and upwards. Basically, if you want to build a culture and a structure that will lead you to success in 2023 and going forward, you need to understand the power of visual communications inside of your organizations. You need to employ that power. And we are there to do that. Now, we don't pretend to know everything. And so what we're putting together is a round table of advisors who are basically of design partners who are there to work with us and help us define the perfect platform. And I have to tell you that to us, the perfect platform means it's super lightweight, easy to deploy, easy to use, very, very easy to roll out, and even easier to adopt by the people using. That is what the perfect platform means to us. It doesn't mean it has all the features and all the bells and whistles. In fact, we are foregoing bells and whistles for sheer power. That's what we're doing. Okay, I think I've said enough. Now, what I'd love you to do is somewhere here on the screen, you'll find a button to join us at this round table. If you are part of an organization of 70 to 700,000 people, please sign up and help us build this amazing platform. We're nearly there. But like I said, we don't pretend to know everything. That's me. Having said everything, thank you for being a visual native.
We live in a world of endless distractions. So how do we know when to stop and pay attention? Scrolling is how we're entertained when we need to tune out. But what happens when we need to tune in? At work, in meetings, in our careers, where it really matters. How do we inspire people to genuinely connect, engage, and relate? We take it back to the basics. By being human, by being simple, by being clear. We're spending thousands of words to express our ideas, when all it takes is one picture. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, then video is limitless. When visuals tell the story, we move beyond the boundaries of age, language, culture, and device. We immerse. We engage. This is authentic connection. This is Visual Native.